You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its flavor, with what will it be salted? It is then good for nothing but to be cast out and trodden underfoot. Salt is essential for all life on Earth. Every living creature has evolved to need salt for survival. One of the oldest and most ubiquitous flavors, it has sparked wars, inspired superstition, and has shaped how we all cook and eat food today. Did you know that the word salary was derived from the word salt? Salt production is significant for the growth and development of our agricultural and chemical industries. With over 14,000 uses, it's a key component to the creation of countless high-value products and chemicals. Salt gives our lives flavor. Without this one main ingredient, life would be dull and simply tasteless. Did you know that the typical Filipino purchases and consumes salt that comes from overseas?
This ship comes from Australia, Shakopee. We load the salt about 26,000 salt in Shakopee. One day is from Chicago, we're sailing to the Baghdad, Philippines.
Wanted Salt, a native resident on the islands, regularly buys and uses imported salt. Every day he consumes this salt in his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eaten in the form of his favorite local dishes which he shares with his family and neighbors. Why are we using salt that's imported when our country is surrounded by the sea where salt comes from? In spite of the fact that he lives near the sea, he gets his salt from halfway across the world. What's worse is that Wanted Salt is unemployed. He is unable to find a means of livelihood, and his neighbors have gone abroad to look for work. We are squandering this enormous opportunity. The fact is, more than 8% of Filipinos are unemployed as of April 2021. Despite being surrounded by the sea, Wanted Salt is out of work, and yet he must buy salt coming from as far as Australia or China. Do you see the irony? The Philippines features the world's fifth longest shoreline at 36,000 kilometers. Ironically, the Philippines is known to be a major importer of salt, bringing in approximately 550,000 metric tons per year. To put in perspective, China, the world's most leading salt producer, at 62,158,000 metric tons per year, has a shoreline of only 14,500 kilometers, less than half of that of the Philippines. Because the country has coastal resources that are well regarded as part of its national wealth, access to the sea is plentiful and easy. Then why does this country produce less salt than what it imports from halfway across the globe? Citing data from the Philippine Statistics Authority, several congressmen have stated that the Philippines today imports 93% of its salt requirements, despite the fact that the country was once self-sufficient in its salt production in the 1960s. The scarcity of new locations, new investments, and new technology has contributed to the salt industry's downturn. Its persistent decline over the past 30 years is due to the neglect and lack of prioritization by many sectors. Because salt scarcity is a food security concern, the government must act to increase its production. Otherwise, it will be vulnerable to various food and supply crises.
What would be the effect of Filipinos patronizing Filipino salt?
Well, if we subdivide it as Filipino eat Filipino salt for retaining its original taste and different food choices, that will mean that it can help a lot of salt farmers. If every Filipino will contribute 6 grams to take Filipino salt, that means it's only 12 centavos to contribute for the development of the country. And that will create 100,000 jobs. That means that the Philippines is holding a very good possibility because we have 36,000 shoreline. And this has to be utilized. These are gift of God to us.
To write a resolution to Wanted Salt's story, New greenfield salt farms must be built using appropriate and cost-effective construction technologies. These new salt farms to be built, according to the Philippine Salt Industry Roadmap, ensures a competitive and reliable long-term supply of salt in the country. Through this project, the Philippines will not only be able to attain national salt self-sufficiency, but will also be able to start exporting salt, and in turn create more than 20,000 agricultural jobs in the countryside. Thus, everyone will have the opportunity to make a living and need not think for what the future may bring. The salt industry will continue to expand, assuring the long-term viability of the business and its position as the greatest salt supplier in the country. Nature's gifts frequently do not come to man without some effort, which is economically described by the word cost. Is it necessary for our country to bring in salt from the other side of the planet when the sea is right in front of us? Let's not take our coastal advantage for granted. Don't we want to give wanted salt a job? Don't we want everyone to patronize the salt that we know this country can produce? Pass a law for the development of the Philippine salt industry. Take this step and join us in making this country renowned. Let our country cultivate this delicious white gold.
Move on, salt of the earth, let not your flavor be lost. Move on, salt of the earth, go forth whatever the cost. Fear not, salt of the earth, you will be blessed with wealth. Fear not, salt of the earth, you are now blessed with health.